All right, students, here we are, ACT prep test, video number 2. Number 17, in the standard xy coordinate plane, was the slope of that line given that equation? So first off, we're going to get y all by itself. If you get y all by itself, why do you want that? Because y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form. So get y all by itself, and simply divide everything by 7. 4/7 is what is attached to x. I don't care about that minus 5/7 as the y-intercept. When y is all by itself, 4/7 is the slope. For which of the following conditions will the sum always be odd? Here's where I like to make up two different situations. So m could be odd and n could be even, or m could be odd and n could be even, right? And here's what we got. This is the choice that works. If m is an odd integer and n is an even integer. All right, if they're both odd, the sum will be even. If they're both even, though, the sum will be even. If one's odd, well, the other could be odd also. Doesn't matter, but one's got to be odd, one's got to be even. All right, the lengths of two legs of a right triangle. It's very important. Right triangle shown below, given in inches. What is so the midpoint is AB. Is how many inches away from A? So first off, got to do the Pythagorean theorem. 24 squared plus 32 squared is equal to x squared. X is 40. So what is the middle of 40? Middle of 40 would be 20. So be very careful. 40 is good, but it's not the answer. All right. In DEF, triangle DEF, notice it doesn't say right triangle. The length of DE, I just drew it there, is root 30. EF is 3. If it can be determined, what is the length of DF? I have no idea. All I know is that it's got to be bigger than root 30 minus 3. It's got to be less than root 30 plus 3. I have no idea what DEF is, though. Cannot be determined from the given information is not one that you see a bunch. Can't use Pythagorean theorem there because I don't know if it's a right triangle. All right, on this next one, first off, you have two sides. If you read this, again, you guys can read this. Two walls are 15 by 8. Two walls are 10 by 8. Okay, because everything is 8 feet. It's a 8-foot high room. And then the part you're not going to paint is 60 square feet. So surface area is 400 minus 60, 340. The length of a rectangle is 5 inches longer than the width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 40 inches. The length is 5 inches longer than the width. So let width be x. The length is going to be x plus 5. Add them all up, you get 40. That's 4x plus 10 is 40. You can do guess and check, all right? If the perimeter is 40, then that means the length and the width must add to 20. What two numbers add to 20 and differ by 5? Well, that'd be decimals, 12.5 and 7.5. This is straight multiplication. 8% or 0.08 of 60 times 60 is a fifth of what number? X. 0.08 times 60 is 4.8 is equal to 0.2x. Divide both sides by 0.2. Get x is 24. All right, so folks, again, you can read this here. Individual ticket is $14. Divide 175 by 14, so 12.5. That means by the 13th ticket you have paid for the season pass. You need to go to 13 or more games for it to be the season pass that costs you less money. So about 25 here. When you divide two numbers, written scientific notation, you do 4.8 divided by 1.6. That is 3. What has the higher exponent? The top does. By how many more? By 4 more. All right. So 3 times 10 to the 4th power. It is a circle. Here's how I think we should do it. All right. So it has a center of -1, 2, and it passes through 2, 6. So where's B? So A is right up here. You would kind of assume B would be there. Again, it's going to make a circle. So what'd you do? From C to get to A, you went right 3 and up 4. Add 3, add 4. So what's the opposite of that? It would be down 4 to the left 3. So starting at -1, 2, go down 4. That puts you at -2. Go to the left 3, -4 for the x. All right? And some of these are going to be a little bit more of a challenge now. They're not all that easy. This comes from Algebra 2. How does that factor? Difference of two perfect cubes. It's going to be x minus 4. And that's great. Take the cube root of both. You get x minus 4. You're done. Then you would take x, you would square it. It's the opposite sign because you don't have x squared, you don't have x. You have to have terms that cancel. You take the inner product 4x, you take -4 and square it. That part wasn't needed though. So it's very close to that, but x minus 4 is that first factor. All right, all right, all right. Then, let's see if we can get some more questions here. The average of a list of 4 numbers is 90, so 4 times 90, the sum is 360. A new list of 4 numbers has the same first 3 numbers as the original list, but the 4th number in the original list is 80, and the 4th number in the new list is 96. So the new list is 16 bigger in the 4th number, so take 360, add 16. The new list sums to 376, and what's the average divided by 4? 94. Number A is located at -2.5. Which of the following would be which of the following would be A squared? So take -2.5 and square it. It's a positive 6 1/4. Positive 6 1/4. So not A. Positive 6 1/4 is E. Very careful. You square negative, give it a positive. Maria ordered a pizza. She ate only 2/9 of it and gave the rest to her 3 brothers. What fraction of the whole pizza will each of her brothers receive? Okay, so think of it, kind of like 9 slices, sort of. She ate 2 of them, so 1 minus 2/9 would be 7/9. There's 7 other 9 slices left. Now, how are you going to divide that in thirds? Well, you're going to kind of have to cut part of that last one. So you take 7/9 and you divide it by 3. To divide by 3 is to multiply by a third. All right, so the brothers get 7/27. They each get about 1/4 of the remaining pizza. And I think we will end it on, for this video, number 31 here. What's the prime factorization of 30,030? First off, 10's not prime, 30's not prime. If you multiply C together, you don't get 30,000 and 30. Did I say 300 before? That's terrible. That's not prime. The answer is E. Just multiply them together. Everything is prime. Boom. 31 should not be difficult. All right, folks, that's the second video for this ACT test. Yak Math Videos signing out.